Long ago, the strength of Grenadians was in their arms as they worked the lands to get food for the table. Nowadays, most Grenadians' plate is packed with lots of starch and meat, little or no vegetables, plenty fried foods, and they wash that down with something sweet while sitting in front of screen. Hard work and exercise seem to be out of style, and lifestyle diseases are becoming the fashion of the day and claiming many lives. Let's make a change to live longer. Let us grow and enjoy a variety of natural and safe, fresh vegetables and fruits every day. Use our local fresh seasoning and spices to make our traditional dishes healthier and avoid highly processed foods, snacks, and drinks. Drink more water every day to help your body function better. Get moving every day and trade some screen time to share and enjoy healthy family meals. Choose healthy foods and healthy lifestyle. Follow the healthy choices for healthy living guidelines for Grenadians.
Grenada's newest political sensation, Dickon Mitchell, will be officially introduced to the diaspora virtually on December the 5th. Don't miss this special event to hear Dickon Mitchell's plans for involving all Grenadians overseas in the development of our country. Your ideas and suggestions for a better Grenada will also be welcomed in a question and answer session. It's Sunday, December the 5th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. New York time, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Grenada time. It'll be streaming live on NDC Facebook page, Zoom, and other social media platforms. You'll also get a chance to donate to help Dickon Mitchell do the groundwork towards building a better Grenada. This event is organized by the New York chapter of the National Democratic Congress and Grenadians for Dickon Mitchell in the Diaspora. Don't you dare miss it!
Grenada.
Count me, because we all count.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me. We are people too.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us. Because we all count for the coming census.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Alrighty, welcome one and all to another Mikey Life program, people. This is where it all happens. We are talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. And of course, I hope that you had a good day today. You and the family, your friends, your co-workers, everybody. And this is where it goes down. And it is about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. This is news discussed, not told. We're not like, anyway, lately that talk. All right, so let's talk about, folks, what's making the news for tonight. Latest COVID-19 statistics, we're going to talk about that. We expect some rain tonight. Missing boy found. Driving instructors, I think this is the big one for today, boy. They're taking some serious issues with the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, the police now are removing something that existed for over 40 years. That is, they're putting markings on their vehicles, as a guideline to assist students go through the sticks. Well, the sticks, right? Right. Now, they've asked that be discontinued with immediate effect. Well, them driving instructors say nothing nagasa. So we're going to talk about that later on. And the police say that they're concerned about the prevalence of threatening language. And they are also issuing a reminder of the 4 a.m. curfew that is still in existence, the midnight to 4 a.m. So we have all of that and more to talk to you about when we come back from this break. Of course, we got to let you know the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of the Real Value IGA Supermarket, Coach Grenada Limited, Digital Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, and of course, superb distributors. They are also part of this program. We want to say thank you to those who have sponsored the headlines and of course the other companies who have sponsored the program in general. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel. So go ahead and share the business. We're taking a break and we'll be back.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
We enjoy the luxury of a quality water supply. But it can come to this. Have adequate storage.
All right, so all you would like to again say welcome to you, welcome to the family, welcome to everybody. Those of you watching on Big Scream, hello to you. We're talking about those of you on YouTube. You see, they just harass me, I think, because we doesn't say hi to them enough. They say all we focus on is on the people on Facebook. You understand? So, okay, we apologize, and we're going to try to see if we can do better in the future. All right. Now, Grenada has recorded 6, for those of you who missed it late last night, because we did it, Grenada recorded 6 new COVID-19 cases. All right. And that was out of a total of 248 tests that were conducted yesterday. Now that's according to the latest COVID-19 report published by the Ministry of Health. It now shows that the number of cumulative confirmed active cases have moved to 5,894, of which there have been 6,024 recoveries, and there's been still no increase in terms of the amount of deaths. All right. The current amount of persons who have died, the number of persons who have died, it stands at 200. It's way too high for a small country like ours, but at least the good thing is that it stayed there and hasn't moved for maybe about a month or so. All right. The statistics indicate that an additional 124 persons have taken the second dose of the vaccine, bringing to 34,531 the number of persons receiving the second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. In terms of the partially vaccinated, 5,974. Yesterday we told you that there was a little boy, a small man that was missing. We are happy to report that Aaron was found. We received that update from the Royal Grenada Police Force today, and they would like to say thank you for your assistance in finding that missing boy. All right, so at least that's a good one. I think there is still one person who is missing that is outstanding, one of the young girls. We have not received an update on that in terms of the person being found, so we still have them as missing. Aaron was found today. All right, we are moving on now. I know that you might be seeing some videos and things in circulation with, let me show you. See on all the screen. Check it out. Good. Yes. Grenada host celebrity chef Philip. All right. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen him. That's Philip Vickery. Well, a kind of popular person too. You know what I mean? So yes, Grenada had the opportunity to have him here, and he was going around St. George's and thing. I think he went in Belmont Estate and thing like that. Yeah, and he was featuring Grenada or cuisine as well. He was featuring even the nutmeg. He went in Belmont Estate and they gave him a little, 411 now on on the nutmeg, what it's used for, XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. So it's good that we've at least had an opportunity to be highlighted on this program, and of course I know that probably millions of individuals will be able to see that, give us a little exposure, and I mean, good. Patricia, how are you doing? Mr. Roach, how are you doing? I have a little idea for you. We have some Grenadians and some real talent and thing too. You know, we could take a little minute, you know, to see if we can also highlight them as a part of the product now, like our human resource now. You know, just like how we promote the nutmeg and we promote the beaches, and so we could get a few people and show them our talent as it relates to art. And I know that's all the intention, part of the intention when they bring them, the tourists, and them about those tours and stuff, because they get to see what Grenada about in terms of marketing us, you know, on these special programs and stuff like that. I want to see some of that too. And I mean, I know we have a new head of the tourism authority, and together with Barry Collimo, they always come up with some very innovative ideas and stuff like that. So I ain't afraid for them. You know what I mean? All right, so good night to the team and things like that. Yeah, yes, so we're moving on. Are we looking? Okay, so the whole business right now that's causing some serious problems is the driving. This is our main story for tonight. When you go to drive, there are two elements to that. Well, three actually. The theoretical exams and the practicals, which are the maneuvering of the vehicle through what we call the sticks, where they place 4 sticks that is going to kind of like mimic vehicles and you're going to park in there. And then there's the exam on the road. The problem the driving instructors now face is that those markings that is usually placed on the back of the vehicle to line up when you're reversing with the stick so that you have an idea that, okay, when it lines up like that, you stop, you make your next turn, and then you go in. The police says, oh God, every night is watch. Ugh. All right, good. The police says, listen, this is no more. This is unethical. This is wrong. You know, you have to drive as, you should not have any sort of assistance when you are doing your driving exam. The instructors have a different opinion about the business. So we have, first of all, Mr. Victor Vespri, who's been teaching for over 40, older than I am, 40 years, over 40 years, teaching people to drive. And he said, what nonsense is this?
To let you in on what's happening is the fact that over the years we've been using some marks inside the cars as guidelines to get the students into the sticks, because the police has made all recommendations when it comes to the procedure of a student getting into the stick. You reverse, you straighten your wheel, and make little adjustment if there is, but the idea is you should go back within the sticks with 2 stops. The guidelines in the car, I think, is a personal thing, and we think that the officers are kind of stepping above the mark in order to ask the instructor how he should teach the student to get in the sticks. Without the guidelines that you have or marks that you have in the car, it will be very difficult for any student to get in the stick smoothly as they would request. Well, they didn't give information as to why, but it was only yesterday morning when the students came here to do the sticks that we were informed that decisions have been taken on the higher authorities that as of today, no mark should be on the cars to conduct such exercise. All the students here present have been guided by the marks in the car in order to do the sticks. And if you ask them today to get in the sticks without the mark, they might not know exactly where to stop. They might not be able to get in the sticks. And we think it means a climbing onto our personal side of the training rather than, because the objective is not to touch the sticks. So I don't see why that become part of the officer's concern. I think it means maybe adding a little more revenues to the government coffers rather than reducing the possibility of people passing the exam. It has been difficult already because if you ask me, over the period, using the guidelines that we give the student is a student and not a professional. They do mess up in the sticks, they do have hard times. People that go in the sticks to nervousness, sometimes they have to go and ask for exemption because after 3 tries in the sticks they still didn't pass the sticks. They're subject to exemption from the stick at that time, and some people kind of get exemptions in order to do the road. There's a condition under which if you don't pass the sticks after 3 tries, it's possible, and we've been fighting for that over a period of time.
Well, this decision is an overnight decision, you know. In making decision, you don't tell somebody today for tomorrow. I mean, imagine you walking somewhere and you never had a computer, you never learned to do computer, and your boss telling you in the morning you come, the boss says you have to use the computer. How that is possible without being informed? Tell me how it is possible. And that is what happened to us Monday for Tuesday. So there's no room for adjustment. And that is what is on us as of today. From yesterday, I expect the hierarchy of the force to have a meeting with us, telling us the reason for removing it and giving us time to adjust.
All right, that is only fair. Melon on the program. You understand? Yo, green that melon, real nice, you know. Let's see the color of that. So, get serious. So, in other words, they're saying that they were only told this last night, yesterday, for today. So that is one problem already. The fact that they're removing this is one, but the fact that they were only told this yesterday, today, also bothers them. Now we have another driving instructor, Mr. Latouche. Well, he says he's been teaching people to drive for over 40 years. Again, older than me. And, he said like, well, I don't understand this.
I have fought doctors, lawyers, nurses, politicians, police officers in the early days, and that mark it was always there. And we had to take into consideration that these people are amateur. Without that mark, there is nothing for them there's no guideline and procedures in place. So what we are asking them to do, if you decide that you are going to take away the mark from us, give us a demonstration of what you want and we would follow. That's all, That's what we're asking. Give us your way of doing the stick and we would follow. You understand? So we are hoping for that. And they say this morning there's no compromise. So we decide no road, no stick, no road, no exam.
So, yeah, he say, well, if they are not going to have it, if you're not going to tell us what to do, if you're not going to show us the alternative, then nobody will learn to drive here.
Then we're not going to go and do the road test. No exams. You see, the whole thing is that they had to meet us halfway, and the way they do things, you can't come and tell us yesterday for today. And some of us didn't get the information from the officers. It's handed down information we got. You understand? But if you dialogue with us and tell us, well, okay, from January, we are going to change the system. You all have to stop using the marks. We would prepare. But what about the amount of students? I alone had 10 people for this morning to do exams. What about the amount of the other instructors who have had enough to just as well? You want to tell me they're going to come here today and struggle to do the sticks? Without the mark, there's no guideline and procedures, baby. And if you tell one of these officers to do the sticks, they can't do it. Now, you as my student, you know the deal there. You know how you struggle with that. Yeah? You know what I mean? If you give one of them the sticks to do, even without mark, they can't put themselves inside that. And let me tell you, there are other persons who was in charge of the licensing center. We had a few of them, Mr. Toussaint, Mr. Roberts, a number of them, and all gave us different things that we could have worked with, But you have these, that want to tell us, take out the marks. How is that possible? When you take out that mark from the car, then give us something to work with. All we want is you giving us an example of what you want, and we're going to follow up. We're going to follow up from that, The other inspectors who was in charge of this thing before was very, very understanding. And they used to see through the whole operation of this thing. So they come up with a program. We had a retreat with Mr. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name now, boy. Well, anyway, we had a retreat for 2 weeks in SSU, going through all these things, putting things in place to guide the driving school from dress code, come right back. And all these things were settled upon, So the marks is our original thing. I don't see why they want to move it now. Give us something to hold on to and we could work with it. Give us your way of doing it, and then we would teach it.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Just for the record, when I went to driving, I was a pra. Say, boy, I didn't have to. No, actually, yes, there was a mark on the vehicle when I went for my license. I think there was. That was about a lot of years ago. But yeah. So I don't know what the resolve will be. I do not know. But again, the police is saying that that's not fair. The police is saying that is unethical to have that kind of assistance while having the mark on the vehicle. So y'all had to come together and organize. I remember when I going for my license, the police, how did I call him? The officers who come with you. Examiners? I don't know what they are. Anyway. You say, just sit there and listen to what the tutor are telling you. I'm like, what? You say, just listen to what the tutor are telling you. I never hear that yet. You know? Anyway, lady that talk. That's what they calling him, my partner. I don't think he's a police. I think he retired now. You know he's. Anyway, lady that talk. You know what I mean? We're moving. Earlier, KM2 Solutions, they're having a 3-day recruitment drive. In other words, they hire in. So that's going to be from tomorrow, 1st December to Friday, 3rd, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that will happen at the Sea Moon compound, you know. And they're saying that all applicants must work with a valid ID, yes, and adhere to the latest COVID-19 protocols as mandated by the authorities. And they are saying they're looking forward to having you join their team. You understand? So earlier, we are moving on. Earlier, the next thing we have to tell you about, the police say that in recent times, they have received a significant amount of complaints of individuals engaging in the use of threatening language and violent language. Citizens, you are hereby reminded that according to the Section 133 of the Criminal Code, it is an offense to make use of any threatening language. This is an excerpt now from the section 133. Making use of threatening, violent, or obscene language, etc. Whoever, A, makes use of any threatening, abusive, insulting, violent, or obscene language, or signs any offensive or insulting any offensive or insulting song or ballad with intent to provoke any other person to commit a breach of the peace, makes use of any threatening, abusive, insulting, obscene, or profane language, or sings any insulting or offensive song or ballad to the annoyance of any person in any place, C, in any public place or within hearing of any person therein, sings any profane, indecent, or obscene song or ballad, D, writes or draws any profane, indecent, or obscene word, figure, or representation upon any wall, door, window, shutter, or other places open to the public view, or upon any paper or other material, and exposes the same to public view, G, in any public place makes use of or concerning any other person, any threatening or abusive language shall be liable to imprisonment for 3 months or to a fine of $1,000 or both. What? So in other words, look here. Behave yourself, Nadag. Calm down. You understand? So the police saying now they're getting a lot of this, but that the law needs to be a little tighter. Alright? I don't like the word offensive. And annoyance, I don't like them words. It is too broad. It is the same problem we had with the Electronic Crimes Bill. The use of subjective words in law can lead to a lot of problems. Because I could say something that offends you. But what? The law should not support you using that kind of these kind of excuses to bring someone through the court system. You understand? And so I just think the language should be a little tighter. At first it was, but then when we start to go down to B and C, and it gets a little loose. But the point is, forget about me now. So going back to this now, the police say, listen, y'all don't be telling people go kill them. And they go cut out the this, and they go do the more of that, and then kind of thing. You can't do that. Not in Grenada. You can't use obscene language to the annoyance. So I could be in my veranda too, and that's how the law works too. I could be in my veranda and I'm talking to somebody, and I say to them, you know, if I'm somebody who cusses a lot, right? And you know there are some people like that. Every other word is a curse word, right? And then the neighbor don't like me now. The neighbor can simply say, well, no, he wasn't talking to me, but he used the words this and that and that and that, and that offended me. And also, it annoyed me. You understand? So that's what I'm saying, we need to tighten up that. But I'm not saying that this is the case now. That's why the police is saying, the police, and I know you have a lot of people out there right now, they just threatening people. What they go do? You know how much threat I just get? And listen, before men used to go and hide anything to threaten you, right now they threaten you. Joso, Joso, you Mikey, one day. You understand? One day. I'm telling you, they don't say them thing. But the thing is, I grew up go off, they don't know that. I might look like a sim planning. You know what I mean? I look like a shubidi with like a glasses and thing. You know, you look shubidi, you look proper, you know. You're short in your pants, so man feel like a bully you. Whenever they threaten me, and I say that publicly, they threaten me, I don't afraid nobody. I go into the police, I tell the police officer, that man threatened me. You understand? As a first step. And the second step is mass. I'm fighting. If I don't fight, I'm fighting. That time me and my brother go down and them boy them they didn't gang. If you see them, they didn't gang and they got a dog. Them ain't gang. You know what I mean? So they see me and my brother and them, you know, we have little girls on the side, you know what I mean? Because your boys are there, you know what I mean? So them boys, them gang boys will fight at them, you know? They decide they go interfere the twin, you know what I mean? So they bounce one so and they bounce one so, you know? Who tell them do that? They figure, you know, them boys proper, so they go retaliate. Well, folks, it was a wrap. You understand? It took about, I don't lie, you could ask people, because it happened in public, about 10 seconds. It was about 10 seconds, nothing more than that. You understand? The brothers were still standing, but in terms of the gang members, they were, what can I say? Knocked out cold. Anyway, let's stop that kind of talk on the program. You know, let's stop that talk on the program. We don't preach violence, but that was a joke, eh? I mean, it happened, but I tell you it was a joke. Yeah, I mean, but no, seriously, we have to learn to manage our anger, and I told you how we are often on the program telling you how we can manage our anger, so that we don't get to those stages where we have to retaliate in public and then get ourselves in trouble with the law. You know? Yeah? So, and that is what we're sticking to. Yeah, I mean, what I just told you was an old story. A 5-year-old story, or even more. Yeah, I mean, let me move. So the police, they're saying that it's a big problem for them. You know what the other problem for the police is? The curfew buy. And so they say that they would like to remind the public that there's a midnight to 4 a.m. curfew that is still in effect. Why? Because now more than ever, we are seeing a lot of people, it's like there's no curfew. Coming back from all kind of places, all kind of time in the office away, say, curfew? I didn't know you have a curfew, please. You understand? And so the police and them, they ain't like that. You know? The following is an excerpt of the Emergency Powers Regulation. Regulation 1 of the principal regulations is amended in subsection 2 by deleting the words 30th day of November after the words expire at 11:59 p.m. and substituting therefore the words 7th day of December. So here's what. Citizens, you are encouraged to avoid any breaches and comply with the regulations. And so you know as well that the regulations was supposed to be ending today. Was today or tomorrow? Today. And so there's also an extension to that. So you must know that as well. You understand? So in addition to the fact that you need to comply, you also need to understand or know, by way of notice now, that this goes up to December. Alright? How are we looking? Yes, the curfew is still on. Call again trouble. You understand? All again trouble. Oh God. The World Health Organization called it Tuesday for countries to keep calm and take rational measures in response to the new fast-spreading COVID-19 variant, Omicron, which has sparked global panic. It says we call on all member states to take rational, proportional, risk reduction measures. All right? Now, the global response must be calm, they say, coordinated, and coherent. All right? And that is, of course, in response to that variant that was identified in Southern Africa. But you know, African name easy to call. But what we are finding now is that that variant might have been in other places. So the origin is likely to have been in other places. But anything that come out in a black place, well, not so black, but anything that's sound Africa, anything that sound black, it's massive bad. Even if it had nothing to do with us, because black people didn't create COVID. And like I said, you know, Africa is not fully black, but still. You know, there's just a certain stigma. You understand? I don't know. But anyway, they don't have the full details of the variant yet, you know. But all man grabbing for the door, all man moving for the exit. You know what I mean? No. Anyway, let's leave that talk. You understand? All man heading for the exit. Did you all see that video, boy, on circulating on social media with the that drive-by shooting in Trinidad? Man, I was thinking whether or not, I can't play it on the program. But this man, this prison officer, and we really don't know exactly what the backstory is, right? But this prison officer, you know, he was walking with his daughter, is it right? And this car came over, it pulled over, killed a man with the child there, and the child was running around because the child is not scared and panicky. Like, yo. Yeah, he was a prison officer, he died. They say he had a licensed gun, but he didn't even have the time to draw that. He's a 38-year-old prison officer, died on the spot. Trinidad. And his 6-year-old daughter had to witness that. But they said she was uninjured. She ran off screaming. And some of the passerbys, I mean, in the video, you could have seen that they immediately ran after her and held her and comforted her seconds after the shooting took place. They said that he did not even get a chance to react. It happened so fast. You understand? Well, investigators confirmed that the gun was in police custody. You understand? We needed to know who it is who did that. So police said they walked in towards that. Eh? They say the father and daughter had gone shopping and they were waiting on a car to return home. They say next to his body were 2 plastic bags of what appeared to be toys and books. They say the officer had 4 years of service. You understand? So, yeah, boy. Yo. And a few days before that, I think it was about 3 or so days before that, one of his colleagues was also killed. You understand? So I don't know what that has to do with. I really don't know what that has to do with. But the police are investigating. Or they say they are. You understand? But that tough boy. We talk about racism, and I was just alluding to that. But what's the value of our of our protest against against racism when you have we killing ourselves more than others are killing us? For what cause are we killing ourselves, our brothers and sisters? You understand? Anyway, how are we looking for time? I find we're looking like I'm running out of time. Well, let me drink some water, eat up some melon on the program now, and then we're gonna come back in a short while with more. All right, stay tuned. We'll be back.
Count me, because we all count.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me. We are people too.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us, because we all count for the coming census.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grandans. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st. Boss Care is an innovative daycare center that opened its doors when the country reopened after the lockdown in 2020. Our center provides a nurturing, fun, and safe environment for children to socialize, learn, and grow. We provide care the way you do. Our commitment to the parents using our service and the community is to provide care with a difference. And this is reflected in our flexible opening hours, creative learning programs to engage every child, and the benefits you receive when choosing Boss Care. This amazing center is a fully gated compound with lots of yard space to play and explore. We are minutes away from the Progress Park and a few seconds from the lovely beaches right here in Simone St. Andrew. At Boss Care, we cater for children 3 months to 8 years by offering full care time and aftercare services. Our opening hours are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Mondays through Fridays. We open on Saturdays and holidays upon request. We offer day and night care, transportation services to drop home at nights and pick up from school in the afternoons, special discount packages to suit every parent's budget, and a team of professional staff that has years of experience working with children. So, what are you waiting for? Check us out on Facebook at Boss Care to see all the fun activities we do and get to learn more about us. Give us a call today at 534-1189 or 459-5632, or send us a message on Facebook or WhatsApp at 534-1189. Boss Care. Experience care with a difference.
Can't wait to see you. Bye.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do three things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
We enjoy the luxury of a quality water supply. But it can come to this. Have adequate storage.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Ministry of Health to expand the availability of medical supplies to enhance service delivery in 2022. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Grenada's health sector will see the expansion of central medical stores that prioritizes the availability of medical supplies on island. The medical stores will deal mainly with the procurement, storage, and distribution of all medical supplies coming into the country. Health and Social Security Minister Honorable Nicholas Steele explained that while the ministry still has a long way to go in ensuring that there are sufficient supplies in stock, healthcare delivery is better than it was years ago. During his contribution to the 2022 budget on Tuesday, the minister assured that more will be done to ensure a sufficient supply of medicine and other supplies to be distributed to facilities island-wide.
Mr. Speaker, we're talking about an expansion of central medical stores. After coming from a previous period with a previous administration of barely being able to fill medical stores, there are still shortages. There are still outs because healthcare is erratic, but we are talking about an expansion of the medical stores here in Grenada. Not just the physical building, but what we have available to our public.
Leader of the opposition, Tobias Clement, will chair the 3-member Public Accounts Committee, which was appointed by the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The other members are Honorable Anthony Boson, MP for St. Patrick West, and Mr. Christopher Diali. The House of Representatives has also appointed Minister for Finance, Honorable Gregory Bowen, as chairperson of the Standing Orders Committee. The other 2 members are Opposition Oxford and Honorable Oliver Joseph. Members were also appointed to the House Committee. They are Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Michael Pear as Chairman, Honorable Peter David, Honorable Emmeline Pear, Honorable Alvin Dabrio, and Honorable Delma Thomas. Minister for Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information, Honorable Emmeline Pear, says the ministry's transformation agenda will be a major focus come 2022. The agenda brings to the fore the significance of strengthening teaching and learning in the midst of a pandemic. On Tuesday, Minister Pear told members of the lower house that training and development of curriculum officers and review of early childhood education will be a top priority in the new year. Curriculum officers will be expected to assist in reviewing the curriculum for academics and skills training and also review the existing examination format. Greater emphasis will be placed on implementing structures to improve how teachers deliver and how students learn.
Greater support for teachers on the ground would be a critical focus in the new year, and our curriculum officers have been challenged in that regard with their new terms of reference. Mr. Speaker, we must review the number of compulsory subjects that every student is compelled to do at the beginning of their secondary school life. We must review this. Mr. Speaker, the issue of skills training, we are expanding that within our secondary schools. And Mr. Speaker, that has to be an area of top priority as we look at the role of TVET and skills training in the transformation of our society. Mr. Speaker, very critical for this government's agenda of transformation. Mr. Speaker, examinations would also be reviewed in the context of why do we put students on their examinations? What do we do with the results of examination? Careful attention, Mr. Speaker, in 2022 would be placed in that area.
The transformation agenda has also listed early childhood education as a priority. Minister Pear promised that more programs will be implemented in the new year, which augurs well for the monitoring of early childhood standards. In the new year, the ministry will finalize the skills policy and qualification framework documents.
We are working on the qualification framework. As I've said before publicly, we must get to that point. Thousands of people have been doing CVQ after CVQ. We must get to that point where we can say what a CVQ is equal to, is equivalent to. So we say a level 3 is equal to an associate degree, for example. Mr. Speaker, we must recognize the people who are skilled, the people who are able to contribute to our society, just as those persons who we consider to be scholars among us, Mr. Speaker. And so, Mr. Speaker, our skills policy will be finalized in 2022. A lot of work with stakeholders took place this year.
The ministry also intends to invest in utilities and ancillary staff for each preschool on the island in 2022.
During the pandemic, hundreds of parents have been supported online, training, support as it relates to them supporting their children. Mr. Speaker, I say this is critical for us. Hundreds of teachers, over 240 teachers, have been trained during that period to deliver greater service, quality of service through teaching of our students at that level. Mr. Speaker, we've been promoting our high-scope curriculum, and that is regional, that is important. Grenada must not be left behind. Mr. Speaker, I'm extremely happy with the progress that we've been making so far on our high-scope curriculum. Children must be involved in their learning. They must lead in their learning. And Mr. Speaker, during that period, the transition policy as it relates to early childhood education was drafted, and we look forward to 2022. Mr. Speaker, greater support in 2022 would be given to the implementation of programs and the monitoring of standards for early childhood education.
Construction has begun on a one-story concrete structure that will serve as an information and resource center at Dragons Bay as part of a wider project to be executed by the Bouchergeois Eco Development Association, Inc., which was incorporated in 2019. GIS visited this project site on Tuesday and spoke with President Deborah Charles and Vice President Dudley Antoine. Charles says such a project is needed in the community based on the rich history of Dragons Bay, along with added attraction of the underwater sculpture, park in close proximity.
Our whole vision is to see a resilient community with multiple income streams from the service sector, the productive sector. So we are trying to come up with projects and programs that will enable community members to really benefit from any development that takes place within all the communities within Northwest, from Cherry Hill all the way up to New Hampshire. So this is part of this Dragon Bay project, is part of, as I said, a wider project. But here at Dragon Bay, what we're trying to focus on is an interpretation center where you'd get information and history of the Dragon Bay area. It has a very rich and interesting history. And we also want to have a vendor's booth. And in the future, right now we're trying to seek funding to install a jetty so that we can invite catamarans and all those sort of tours to come right here in Dragon Bay, because there's a lot to offer here.
The association's Vice President, Dudley Antoine, says one of the objectives is to create and enable viable alternatives for residents in the community to find or generate their own income.
This project here, we would have a vendor's booth, an information center. And this here is supposed to be given to us by the mid-January. It was supposed to be before that, but however, things came about it. So by mid-January, beginning of February, this should be completed. The other phase would be the jetty. We do not have any funding for the jetty as yet because of the cost. It's very expensive, and we're seeking funding at the moment. So sometime, I'd say between now and August, it's all said and done, this project's supposed to be completed. The funding that we got to do this part of the business was $185,000, and this came from the People's Republic of China and from the special funding, which was $18,000. This money that we got, is what is going to take care of this aspect of the project. We already start spending that money. So the big issue is we have a proposed amount of $1,600,000 to do the jetty, which, like I say, we do not have anything in the pipeline yet as far as money is concerned.
The contract to construct the building has been awarded to David John. He shared the scope of works that will be carried out, which he says will be in keeping with the building code standard.
It is a one-story building designed by the Ministry of Infrastructure with all specification necessary for hurricane resilience and so forth. Now, all the particulars are supposed to be there, and we are supposed to follow to the strictest code. Being an experienced builder, if there is anything I see necessary to help enhance in terms of strength, I will definitely do so. It is a concrete structure. The entire foundation will be from concrete, all the steel frameworks and so forth. The roof will be from 2x8s, rafters. It's a sort of a conical shape. It's similar design like that boot type. Okay. Exactly, it is a vendor's booth. So that building will be housing 2 parties. All right. So supposed to be constructed within a period of 2 months.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Tanti! Tonga! Alright, big more say moving out, let's move now. I took my best shot to keep Grenada moving. Driver, let's move.
A message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Customers and stakeholders of the National Insurance Scheme now have access to quicker business transactions through the rebranded NIS website, which now includes a web portal. Persons must create an account to access services provided by the newly developed portal. Proper identification must be given of both employer and employee. Persons can now electronically make payments, submit remittances, claims, and access contributions. Services will be added to that list as time progresses. Chairman of the NIS, Christopher Husbands, says the NIS is keeping up to date with the new technologies that can benefit all.
Modern day customers are now demanding more. So when the board approved its business plan for the year 2021, its most important focus was to provide the kind of service to its stakeholders and customers that would ensure a high level of efficiency, transparency, improved customer service relations, and overall convenience. The board is heartened and wishes to thank the management team for their expert and professional approach that was taken to work together with the development team Low-Tech to see this to fruition.
Dorset Cromwell, director of NIS, is pleased especially with the benefits of claims processing.
It is new and revolutionary and another first. So from application to payment will be done with no exchange of paper. None whatsoever. Absolutely everything will be done online. Here at the NIS, we engage in continuous improvement. We continue to innovate and, where possible, to make quantum leap. Today, we believe that this represents a quantum leap in our operations across a wide range of services.
IT manager at the NIS, Dwayne Noel, revealed the website's new design and upgrades. He said that the team is in contact with medical practitioners, employers, and employees, providing them with the relevant information to ensure a smooth process.
What has to happen is that we need to submit the claims. We are in the process. We have a team now set up going to register, and we have already started reaching out to the doctors. So we're now registering all the medical practitioners so that they have access to the account. We are reaching out to the employers to register, and we are now from the employee perspective. We have a team going out, or not going out, but we have a team internal reaching out to various employees to ensure that the information that we have for you in terms of the email and your number is. So that is essential for us, and it'll be an ongoing process. So that is where we're going. So from today, persons will be called. You will receive calls, especially from the employer and the medical practitioner perspective, and so that you can update the table to benefit from this program.
Finally, in the news, the Division of Youth on Monday gave support to the staff and students of the Anglican High School as the institution held a youth parliament. The event was held in commemoration of Child Month in keeping with the theme, Let Children Grow, Glow, and Flourish. We have more in this report.
Cell phones can play back the entire recorded content to help students to better understand the topic. We see the youth moving away from the church and moving into Facebook, Instagram, and now they're moving into TikTok.
The Anglican High School, the AHS, on Monday held a youth parliament. The activity formed part of the school's Child Month activities. Child Month this year is celebrated during the month of November due to extenuating circumstances surrounding the COVID-19 situation. The event was held in collaboration with the Division of Youth Development. The debate team comprised of students from both Forms 4 and 5. They debated the topic, be it resolved that the cell phone should be seen as another tool for education and should be allowed in school. Both Prime Minister Azelle Simon and Opposition Leader Genevieve James Thomas were pleased with the outcome of the sitting.
I was very skeptical of if I wanted to take part, but I told myself that this would be a very good experience for me.
It was very good. All the teachers that helped us and stuff, they corrected us with anything, any mishaps that we had, told us how we had to greet Madam Speaker and so forth.
Top debater was Nathaniel Stafford.
As a top debater, what are your future plans, if any, towards debating or being a parliamentarian? Do you have any interest?
I do have a lot of interest because I like to give people my point of view of the situation.
Principal of the school, Kim Francis, spoke on the decision by the school to stage a youth parliament.
Based on the theme for Child Month, to have the children grow, glow and flourish, we thought this was an excellent opportunity to provide exposure to our girls, to help build their confidence in terms of public speaking, and to give them an opportunity to debate a topical issue, current issue, something that they hold dear to their heart.
Over the last week, the students were taught the varying aspects of parliamentary procedures. It was conducted by teachers Shameen Lewis Arnold and Shireen George. Lewis Arnold commended the students' performance.
We had just over 1 week to prepare, and during those days we focused mainly on protocol, what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to present. The last day, that was last Friday, we focused on presentation, what they should prepare.
The Anglican High says the plan is to host more of these debate-type sessions in a bid to encourage and assist students in their overall development. From the Division of Youth Development, I am Communications Officer Eugenia Peters.
That story has ended the national report for Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. Recapping the top story: Ministry of Health to expand the availability of medical supplies to enhance service delivery in 2022. On behalf of the team here at the Government Information Service, I am Christian Mitchell saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Chrisanne. And we have the new dashboard for you from the Ministry of Health. We see that Grenada recorded 3 new confirmed cases of COVID-19. That takes our active cases to 73, so we're climbing up again. That was out of a total of 126 tests that were done. Our test positivity is 2.4%. Number of persons in hospital, we have 1 additional. I think from yesterday there was 2, right? So there are 3 persons hospitalized now. Cumulative confirmed cases, 5,897. Cumulative recoveries, 5,624. Cumulative deaths occur, that stands at 200. Now for a look at the weather, well, you could just take a look outside, right? It is raining cats and dogs. The weather for tonight is expected to be partly cloudy with light to moderate showers. The minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. And that's for tonight. Let's take a look at tomorrow. Weather is expected to be partly cloudy at first, with few light to moderate showers becoming generally fair by afternoon. Sunrise 6:13 and will set at 5:41. For tomorrow, max temperature 31 degrees Celsius, minimum 24 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory will be in effect for tomorrow. All right, so that's it for me for tonight. I'd like to say hello to all the folks on the big screen. Those of you who are on YouTube, well, blessings to you, all right? Thank you for watching. Blessings, YouTube. And those of you on Facebook, hello to you. Angel, Shireen, Kirin, Sanchez, Rolanda, Charmaine, Ventress, Cynthia, who else we have? Java, Deborah, Jane, hello to you as well. Celine, look at Chirin telling me, Mikey, let's have a shorter live tomorrow to make up for tomorrow. So wait, so Shirin, you don't like to see me on the program? Well, why are you asking for a shorter program? I don't get it. Help me to understand, Shirin. You're confusing me. Mike and Kemi and Micaiah and Mom and the rest of the family. Wendy and Ria Williams. We have Elise and who else is with me? Is with us? Did I say Eunice already? Blessings to you, Eunice, Lena and Yvonne. How are you? And Pearl, Wagwan. Pearl, I find you was missing for a few nights. And what is that one? You have detention, Pearl. Mary, and Sylvina. Garvin, what's happening, bruh? And Doris, hello to you. Celine, and everyone else. Audio Osric Detui and Brenda. Oh, you mean Shutter NR? Okay, you're low key. All right, Michelle. And everybody else, take care of yourselves, all right? Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja! No! Have a good night. It's chilly. Yeah, it's chilly. It's nice weather, you know, nice weather. So anyway, take care.